Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Combat 2. Today we are going to be doing, well, one of the hidden missions in the game.
Enemy's assembled fleet. Because our carrier mobile fleet succeeded in breaking through the channel safely, our enemy has assembled their sea forces, and it appears to have put a stop to our invasion with all their forces. We will not be able to avoid them since they are on our operation route. Get onto this mission immediately and take them out. Target: enemy's mobile fleet. We expect a powerful attack from the combined power of the enemy's sea and air forces. Be on your guard.
So yeah, this is the second of three, actually, basically fly around and blow up all these goddamn ships missions.
So there's, like, battleships and aircraft carriers and stuff?
Yep. And usually, like, you'll have one of these per Ace Combat game, but for some reason, like, they did 3 of them in Ace Combat 2. And, yeah, just basically a bunch of carrier interceptor planes and, like, actual carriers themselves for this one. And of course, because we are still on the alpha build path, we're going to be going with Slash as our wingman.
That's a very action hero name.
Yeah. Well, the other pilot's name is Edge, so, you know. Also, you, and when I say you, I'm of course talking about the viewers, not you, Tyty, but you might have noticed there was a couple of, well, I should say, planes that weren't really appearing on the roster, and, like, if you're following with the previous missions, that's because, fun fact about this mission, this and the 16B.1 mission, which sort of runs parallel to it, are 2 that I actually figured out were in the game when I was recording my bonus footage for this one. So, this is actually being done on the save file that has, like, all the extra unlocked planes with it. So like that.
So if you wanted to, you could have just picked a, like, endgame broken plane and just...
Yeah, like, the one that you saw there, or the one that I'm gonna be blurring out when it actually shows up in the video, that is, like, the big endgame broken super plane. But yeah, this one here, the MiG-31, like, it's probably a plane that we really shouldn't actually have at this point in the game. I actually don't know where it actually falls into, like, where it's unlocked or whatnot. But it's, like, basically its rough equivalent is, like, the F-14 at this point in the game. I'm only flying this one right now for this mission, it's just to get a chance to actually show it off. But I kind of made a mistake taking it out because the thing handles like you're literally flying a bathtub.
a bathtub loaded to the teeth with missiles?
Pretty much, yeah. Like, there's some planes in this game, like, you pull, like, the left trigger and the right trigger to try and, like, yaw left and right, and, like, you can almost go 90 degrees with it. This thing, it's like I said, literally trying to steer a bathtub.
Does it only have missiles? No guns?
Yeah, it has a gun on it, but the gun's really only effective at very short range. Like, there's only a couple of missions in the game that pretty much require you to use the guns. And one of them is one of the easier missions in the game. The other one is the hardest mission in the game. It's like, chase down this thing that will, if you screw it up and not destroy it, get you a bad ending, but you only can use guns to take it out, and if you don't, like, you've got to use, like, literally only one plane will be able to properly handle it. Everything else won't be able to catch it.
carriers have like anti-aircraft guns on them.
Yep, and surface-to-air missiles as well, but you can do a couple of interesting things taking on like the carriers and the warships. Like they have like I suppose a central hardpoint target that will blow up the entire ship itself, so you can take them all out in one go. Or if you wanted to, you could target like the individual armaments on them and just blow them up one by one and get a little bit of extra money for them. It's like, this mission's long enough as it is, so I'm just going to be like, just straight taking out the ships themselves, not even bothering with the subsections.
And to beat the mission, you have to take out all the airplanes too, right?
All the red targets, so basically all the ships.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just flying around, taking out the planes, just so, you know, just to clear the area, make sure I don't have anything on my tail when I'm trying to take out the ships and whatnot, and also slightly for padding's sake too, even though this game doesn't really need any padding. But yeah, white targets, like you can see with the planes there, are essentially either like optional targets or whatnot, and anything that shows up in red is something that has to be destroyed in order for the mission to be completed.
Okay.
Yeah, these bloody enemy MiG-31s, like, generally, like, everything in the game usually either takes, like, ground targets will take one missile, and air targets that are, like, tankers or transports or whatnot will take two. But for some reason, the MiG-31s in the game take 3 missiles to down.
Well, you've got lots of missiles, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. I know, those good old Ace Combat magically refilling missiles. Like, I almost kind of want to see, like, a realistic, like, depiction of what an Ace Combat plane with all those missiles would look like, with, like, just barrels of, like, 30 missiles on each side for some reason.
Like a pair of Gatling guns, just with missiles instead.
Oh god, yeah.
That's the last one.
Last plane, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now the skies are pretty much clear, so now all I gotta do is just run up there and take out all the ships. Like, you could realistically clear this mission in about, like, 2 minutes just by taking out all the, like, the fleet. But
you're flying a slow plane, that the air support would be a massive issue.
Yeah. And plus, you wouldn't get as much money for completing the mission if you didn't take out all those planes as well, too. And, like, you kind of need all the cash you can get at this point in the game to unlock the, like, the upper tier planes. Like, basically, once you unlock either, like, the F-23 or the YF-23 or the F-22, the game is over. You're never getting hit again.
Copy 1, ball, guide me in. Roger, ball. Copy.
Oh, you're gonna love this. So, here's another lovely bullshit landing section.
So we're basically playing Top Gun right now.
More or less, yeah. Trying to land a plane that has no right landing on a carrier, And watch this. Stick the landing and motherfucker! I love the fact that it just, like, very sadly just sort of slips right off the edge of the carrier. And of course, because I screwed it up, I lost, like, probably half the money I would have made on the mission. Just replacing the plane. Thanks, Namco.
Oh, you didn't like the plane anyway.
True enough, yeah. Yeah, that's one way to get rid of a MiG-31.